What is going on, everybody? It's Jamie, and welcome to the channel Thrift-Onfire. Today, we're going to rip open another bin from the $6,500 NASCAR, another collectible buy. This part of it, I would say a lot of it is the other collectible. There's a lot of like weird little glassware stuff and some interesting stuff in here mixed into this bin as well. As you can see in my hand, though, I do have something else. Before we get into the bin, I want to talk about my antique booth. This is my January sales for my booth in Tillsonburg, Ontario. I think it's pretty good. So I'm going to let you know when I got in January, the first week and a half in January, just trickling things in. So it wasn't full. At the end of January, it still wasn't full. I would say it's way more full now in February than it was in January. It was a lot of stuff from my booth in Delhi and then some things that I've been kind of holding on to. How did I do though? So first off, I won't make you guys wait. So total sales was $539.25. Net sales, so if we remove the 10% commission, what I actually got a check for was $483.97, okay? For the most part, if I'm looking through here, it's a lot of CDs, a lot of DVDs, a few t-shirts for like 25, some jerseys. The only other bigger items in here besides the t-shirts and jerseys really were the prints. I sold a Stomping Tom print for $45, and that was way too cheap. Now they are $65. That one I had a frame from a thrift store, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But when I had to go buy some frames, and frames are expensive, you know, you're gonna pay around $20 for a frame anyway. And that's just an okay one, to be honest. You could get a lot better frames than that. $65, so I have to kind of recoup that money a bit. I sold a couple more of those for $65 anyway. So the prints have been going well. There's nothing else really on here. Jerseys, everything else is like $5. Well, there was some $1 stuff because I have a $1 sports card box in here, but really it's like $2 to $10 stuff that's been selling, and it's small stuff that I had laying around. What I can tell you though, and this makes me super happy, is when I'm filming this, it is February 12th, and I'm already over $500 in sales in February, okay? The goal now for the end of February is going to be $1,000 in sales. I really do think I can hit that. I'm going to continue to cram more stuff in here. January off to a slow start. One of the reasons was I know I had all this NASCAR stuff and this other collectible stuff. So I didn't really want to just throw a bunch of whatever stuff into the booth. I was waiting to get this kind of figured out. And as I'm going through these, which is this bin you're seeing now, you're going to see now here in a minute, I need to dig this stuff out, price it, and get it into the booth. So I do think, you know, every 2 to 3 days, I have like a big tote full of stuff that I bring into the booth, and we can restock. I have also started to restock in Delhi a little bit. In Delhi, I just have like a 4-tier shelf type thing, but I am going to change it up in Delhi. I've already took my horror DVDs that were in Delhi and now moved them to Tillsonburg. So I do plan on filling both booths up as much as I possibly can, but the main booth now in Tillsonburg is doing really well. I'm happy with January, and like I said, $1,000 is what I'm going to try to get in February. Is it possible? I really think it is possible. I guess I'll let you guys know at the end of the month if we hit that goal or not. Thought I'd give you a bit of an update, as you guys are probably maybe a little curious about how the booth is going. It's going well. I'm really happy with how it's going so far. I think there could be a huge improvement. I would like the benchmark for every month to be around $1,000. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Fingers crossed we can get to there. Hopefully we can surpass that. I know some people who do super well in booths, so you know, that's the plan anyway. But let's rip this bin apart and see what kind of good stuff we can find. All right, so we're going through bin 2 here, and there's some interesting stuff. There's a lot more in here, honestly. But some of it's good, some of it's okay, some of it's I don't know. So let's go with this sort of I don't know stuff. A bunch of ashtrays, okay? I think there's more in there. This is Olympics. That's great subject matter. 1980s Olympics. This is from the 50th anniversary anyway. Household Furnishings, Brantford. That's a local town to me. Like maybe 40 minutes, something like that. I think it's from the 50s. So that's kind of cool. These ones I need an opinion from one of the antique malls that I'm in. I'll probably ask individually kind of what I should do there. Another, this is just a more generic ashtray. I don't know much about ashtrays. The Cluets is a local company that deals a lot with tobacco type stuff. I see those all the time. This, I don't really know what it is. This could be like valuable, it could be not valuable. There's ones like this that have branding of companies that are really good. I don't know much about glass, and I'm not going to pretend that I do either, because I just don't. Okay. So some ashtrays, kind of weird. Some stuff that I've already priced for the booth. So this is an oil and vinegar double bottle. Okay, so you can put both liquids in there. Not worth a ton, as you can see. I'm going to throw it in my booth. One of my booths here for 20 bucks. Next, OCC. This is made in China. You can see I've got $18 on it. There are a couple people who are asking about 25 online. It's in really nice shape. I don't want to ship this, as I've broke a couple piggy banks trying to ship them. Plastic one's not so bad. You can ship these. I just have had bad luck doing it. So $18 in my booth is totally fine. Same thing here. I don't know if this window, I should be really doing this over here, just because this window has too much sunlight, and I'm not sure if it's gonna make the video all weird for you guys. Michigan here. I looked this up online, and it looks like, you know, it's worth about 20 bucks, and I'm gonna put it in my booth for about 20 bucks. These mugs, booth item, $5 a piece. This one, it's Clydesdale horses, Budweiser. I'm gonna ask $8. There's some listed for about 13 on eBay. Some other interesting items here. This is a pen holder. I wasn't sure what it was exactly at first. Paperweight pen holder with all this stuff in it. I don't know if I'm going to put it on eBay. I can't find this exact one. There are cards like this that are listed anywhere from like $14 to $40. I can only see one that's sold with liquid like this and coins and all this kind of stuff in it. And it was a line, and it actually sold for about, I think, is it still open on my phone? Right there, $47. So maybe I'll throw it on eBay, because mine is unique and there's not another one like it. I think it's a Porsche as well. Maybe that'll be an eBay item. This is a salt and pepper shaker. These pigs are really cute. There's a little bit of cracking in there, so I won't list it online. I think I'm gonna ask about $14 at my booth. This I'm gonna keep. It's another, this is salt and pepper shaker, another salt and pepper shaker, a little baseball and baseball mitt. I'm gonna put this in my baseball room. Kind of cool. Now we're gonna get into some other interesting stuff. Another ashtray that I will list online. This is Montana, made in Japan. And I think it's probably worth about 20 bucks. I see some higher, lower, whatever, but I think I can get about $20 on that. Easy to ship. This is weird. Some people have it as an ashtray. Other people have it as just decor. I listed this, or I'm going to list it as decor. The city of Medicine Hat, Alberta. On the back, it says 22 karat gold. It's got a name inside there and the company. I'll throw the company up on screen if I can. I can't read what it says, but I know that's the company name anyway. I don't know. I think I'm going to try to get about $50 for this. There are some listed for 40. Some people want a lot more. There are not a lot. There's none sold on eBay. People want a lot more on Etsy. There's some on Etsy for like $80 to $60. I'm going to try right around the $50 mark and see if I can get $50 for that thing on eBay. These two watches, I'm not sure about this one. I did slide this out here. It is made in Japan, Superman. Can't find the exact watch, but I'm thinking it's like a $20 to $30 watch. Maybe something like that. I'm going to put a battery in it anyway. This as well. It's a Disney watch. I think Lotus is the brand. Walt Disney Company. It's very nice with the box. Same thing. I think for this one, if it's got a new battery in it, I think I have the thing still open here. Yeah, right here. Somebody got $88, you know, with a working battery. So I'm going to make sure it works. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to try to get $88 for it. There are some listed for about $50 online that said you need a new battery. I just kind of don't want problems. So I'm going to take it to a jewelry store, get them to put a battery in it, get them to clean it up for me. If I have to spend, you know, $10, that's fine. And I'm going to list mine high, right around this, probably $90, $88, $90, maybe even push $100 if I get them to clean it up. I also have the nice box as well, which is sort of like a plus. So that's a really nice item. Kind of a little bit of a mishmash here of stuff. This one, I really like it. Maybe just keep it for a little while, use it as a pen holder, but I've got a lot of pens. So anyway, gonna keep digging through here, and then we'll catch back up in a minute. All right, so we got the bin empty, and I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of ashtrays, okay? Let me just kind of go through the whatever ones real quick. Destination one, little glass one. This is actually local to me. That's upside down, but it does say Tilsonburg there with a phone number. Lumberyard of some kind. You know, pretty basic glass. This was like a cigar one. Lots. Okay, this one's a little better, and this one's, I seen this particular ashtray online for like 20 bucks, something like that. Nothing special. This Goodyear one, this is a really cool advertisement piece. This one actually, it's in really nice shape, and it's going to go on eBay. Probably going to try to get $30 to $40 out of it. This little serving tray. I'm probably going to just throw it in my booth and just throw something on it. It looks cool, but it's nothing special. This was from Edible Arrangements. So there was like some fruit on top of this thing at one time. 2010. People want a lot of money online from like $30 to $40, but none have sold that I could see. I'm going to wind up throwing this in my booth for 25 bucks and see if we can get that. A bunch more ashtrays. Interesting ones though. This is Air Canada, London, Ontario, 1990. Playboys. So I don't know what this would be worth. This one looked like it was about $10 US. Another little ashtray down there. This one, I've seen people selling for like $13. I just don't know what to do with all these ashtrays. That one's kind of cool. This blue top one, same thing. I've got a couple of those for $13. And this guy as well is probably $10. I don't know, something like that. So that's a lot of ashtrays. There is one more I'm going to show you here. I'll wait to the very end because there's one really good ashtray. I think it's a really good one anyway. Let's go through the rest of this stuff, as it was a lot of ashtrays, obviously. Salt and pepper shaker. I don't know, maybe maybe $8 in my booth, something like that. Shot glasses. I think I have priced them at $10. I'm going to throw them in my booth. Somebody's got them online for like 20 maybe, but none have sold. Maybe $5 on this NASCAR mug. This will be just a straight donate. It is plastic. Sorry, that's not donate. That's going to go to the auction. This little 6-inch collector's plate. This guy, I think I put $8 on it. Somebody's got one for $24 online, but has never sold it. These little collector's plates. I had little baseball ones. Jose Canseco. They're hard to get. Hard to get $10 to $12 online. I'll see if I can get $8 for it. This is cool. There's no maker mark on this, though, unfortunately. I'm gonna try to get $25. Oh no, $40. Sorry, not even close. $40 on this guy right here. There are some that are branded differently for $80 that have sold online. Some have sold for $50. 40, I guess, seems okay. The coloring is really weird around the eyes, and I don't know. Definitely feels a little homemade, but a really cool piggy bank. I'll start it at 40 and see what I can get. I don't know why I was thinking 25. Probably because I was still thinking about this little car here. A couple interesting things over here. I don't know what this is exactly. It's peeling up. It is from the '84 Olympics. It's a container. I don't know if it was for something in particular, maybe tobacco use. Also this, I feel like maybe, who knows what, does anybody know what this is for? Just let me know in the comments if you do know what it's for. No markings on it. I feel like you could put maybe your cigarette butt in there or something. I'm not really sure. This is really cool. There's no maker mark on it, but I do believe this is probably brass. I will have to do a little more looking around, but at first I thought, oh, this must be like for your, like, you know, put your spoon on your stove or something like that. Google Lens did it come back as a brass tobacco cigar ashtray. There's a couple listed here. Somebody has this one here for $170, $190. Then this one's $59. Okay, then another $50 one. If we go to completed and sold, one has sold here for $71. Now the one thing that's different about it, very similar looking, but this one has a maker mark on it. Let's see if I can get to the part with the maker mark on it. I took a lot of pictures right there. JB1628. I don't have a maker mark on mine, so I don't really know. I don't know where it was made. I don't know anything else about it. It is pretty cool, and it could be the most valuable thing here. I think, I don't know. Maybe Mickey seems okay as well, but you know, that could be pretty interesting. Like I said, I don't know a lot about it. I want to make sure that it's actually brass, which I feel like it probably is, but like I said, I'm not an expert on glass or metals, or I'm definitely like sports collectibles, vintage clothing, stuff like that. This, for a lot of people watching this, is probably, they probably know a ton about this stuff. I don't. I find it interesting, and it is part of the $6,500 collectible buy. And it's fun to learn new stuff. I don't really love the ashtrays, unless they were all like this one, where you're like kind of surprised at the value, or this one here, the Goodwrench. Like that one's really great, but just these, like, these do sell for like $10 to $12. They just don't excite me a ton. So I'll wind up taking the other ashtrays to my booth, and then we'll sell a few online. I will take some photos of this one, see what I can figure out, and yeah, I don't know. Not too bad. A few good things in here in the second bin here. I have 3 more bins in an outbuilding that I have to go through. I'll see how that goes, and then we're gonna tackle the good stuff. All the good stuff is up here, and I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to get into all these bins right above me here in the shed. Now I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. The next bin that we pull, I'm going to say there's gonna be very little glassware. It's a lot more collectible stuff, some cars, some action figures, a bigger mix of stuff. This bin was pretty good. I was interested, but all the ashtrays and glassware, it's a little bit overwhelming for me. I don't even know what to do with a lot of it. I know there are lots of people out there who love stuff like this. It's just not something that I love. It wouldn't be the fact that I have it is absolutely fine. I just wouldn't go source this stuff purposely. But when you buy a big buy like this, $6,500 worth, if I was buying mostly NASCAR, but I knew all this other stuff was in there, it's part of the deal. You get all this stuff. And the reason why these are in different bins, or the next few are in different bins that you're going to see, I was starting to run out of bins. I didn't want to go spend more money on more storage stuff, so I had these great big other bins you'll see in the next video. And this is stuff, it's not that I cared less about it, but this was the leftover stuff that I'm like, I got to get all this stuff out of the room. So we start packing it up into these bins and getting it out of there. So that's the next couple ones you see like this are going to be like a weird mix of things. Where I think we're over most of the glassware, I think. But once we start getting into the die-cast NASCARs and the better collectible stuff, that's where we're going to see the real money come in. It's cool that every once in a while, as you're going through this stuff and figuring out what's eBay and what's the booth, and you find a $50 or $100 thing, it's really neat and kind of exciting, because this is not where you really expected to make your money. You expected to make your money on the jackets and on all the die-cast cars and stuff like that I know that are in here. Some of the more rare ones for sure. Anyway, I think we're going to end this one right here. If you guys do like videos like this one, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon.